Hey, we're going to talk about nutrition now. This is the most complicated, time-consuming part out of all of this shit. This is the part that everyone fucks up on. This is the shit that will make or break your physique, honestly. Cause like you can go to the gym and you can squat and that shit's fun. And that's what, like an hour out of your day, an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending how long you train. This diet shit, this nutrition shit, this shit consumes your day. You have to like prep your meals. You have to track your calories. It fucking sucks. And just starting to get into this is gonna be like, what the fuck? It sucks. And you really have to plan it out. So you just starting out, I would say the easiest thing for you to get on track is to just have a consistent meal schedule. The most important thing for you, just starting to work out, just starting to get in the gym, just beginning all of this shit, is meal consistency. So you really want to eat every 2 to 3 to 4 hours. Just depends how your metabolism is, how hungry you get, how often. I wouldn't say there's a specific time interval that you need to eat. More so just based off of how you feel. So it's always been said that you should eat like every 2 hours, which is, I guess you could say it is optimal, but it isn't very reasonable. Say if you work 9 to 5, then you say you work 9 to 5, maybe your job doesn't allow you to eat every 2 hours. For some of you it's unfeasible. So I would say every 3 hours, every 4 hours, whatever you can consistently stay on, just to get in the habit of, oh shit, I have to eat now. Oh shit, it's meal number 4. Just to get yourself like programmed to eat at this time every day would be a great starting point. Because really just the consistency is key in everything in this, from training to nutrition. The more consistent you are, even if it's not perfect, the greater your results will be. For sure, you have to eat breakfast. Don't fucking miss breakfast. You have to do it. It's really important, because you were asleep for I don't know how many hours, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, and then like you didn't eat for that long. So if you just wake up and start doing shit, your body isn't in an anabolic state as soon as you wake up. You want to start eating immediately. So you have your breakfast, right? And then now you want another meal 2, 3, 4 hours later. It doesn't have to be anything huge. And honestly, for you, it can just be like a protein bar or a protein shake. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Something small like that is good. And you'll have your meals every 3 to 4 hours up to up to bedtime, honestly, and you want to have a meal like right before bed. That is really important also. So breakfast is really important, and eating right before you sleep is very important also. Because you're going to go to sleep and you're not going to be eating for 6 to 8, 9 hours, whatever time frame you're sleeping in. So I would say those are the two, you could say three most important meals are breakfast, your post-workout meal, and your pre-bed meal. I would say those are the 3 most important meals. If for whatever fucking reason you cannot eat more than 3 times a day, make sure you eat those 3 times that I stated. Wow, look at the text, amazing. Okay, meal consistency. Have to be consistent. You want to try to eat around the same time every day. Okay, now, what do those meals constitute? So, starting out, you don't have to track everything starting out. You just want to make sure you eat enough, because if you don't eat enough, you will not grow. And that's the goal here, is for you to get swole. And for you to get swole, you need sufficient amount of calories. You will not get swole, even if you're like taking a bunch of drugs. You will not get swole unless you eat enough. It's just not possible. So it's very important that you eat enough calories for you to be able to train really, really hard, and for your body to recuperate from that training. So you're gonna start working out, and your calorie expenditure is gonna go up. Your metabolism's gonna go way up, because now it's like, oh shit, this dude's working out a lot. I have to eat more to live and rebuild all the shit this dude's fucking up. Or girl. I doubt any girls watch this. What are those? Anyways. Alright, so what do those meals constitute? Alright, you have to eat. Alright, Patrick, I have to eat. I don't know why I'm making you sound dumb. Alright, Patrick. I'll make you sound like, angry. Like, alright, Patrick, you telling me I have to eat these many meals? What the fuck is in each meal? That sounds better. And I'll be like, hey man, chill out. I'll tell you. You do not need a food scale yet. You will eventually. You could totally just eat McDonald's every day and get big, but you won't feel very good, and has low nutrition value, and your physique won't look as best as it can. So you want the healthiest. I'm not saying you have to like eat a bowl of like spinach every day and a chicken breast. I'm not saying you have to do that at all. You do need a sufficient amount of protein, which is probably one of the most important ones, carbohydrates for energy, and fat for energy and for you to live. So for sure, you need at least 1 gram, this is the minimum, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So say you weigh 150, 160, you need at least say you weigh 150, you need at least 150 grams of protein per day. That's a lot, especially if you're not used to eating that much. I usually I'm recording. I usually eat around, that's me, I've been training a long ass time, don't do what I'm doing. I usually eat around like 275 protein per day. That's a lot of protein. I'm pretty used to it, because I eat around the same time every day. My meals are around the same portion, so it's just kind of like my body's acclimated to that. But you might have a hard time eating all this food. It might be an issue. So just protein shakes help a lot to reach that. But you would need around like 4 or 5 ounces of chicken breast or something per meal, some protein per meal. Okay, so what kind of protein should I be eating? Eggs is really good. It is cheap and has a lot of protein. Chicken is really good. It is low fat and has a lot of protein. Steak, you kind of want to be careful with because you want to get a lean cut of steak. You don't want to get a fatty cut. So, like flank steak or sirloin steak, those are really lean cuts. And like we say, you eat a ribeye every day, it's a lot of fat. It's too much. Turkey's good. Fish is good. These are all lean sources of protein. And pork tenderloin is really good. It's really lean. Those are your protein sources. Wow, look. Look. Amazing texts citing these protein sources. Amazing. Carb sources. Complex carbs. You want brown rice or quinoa or whatever new bullshit new grain rice they have. Wheat bread or anything whole wheat tortillas. And corn tortillas aren't too bad either. Any fruit, they are all really slow burning carbs that have a shit ton of nutrients in them. What you might want to look out for is, like, some people get bloating with brown rice for some reason. It just depends on you, honestly. So if you have to do white rice, I mean, just do white rice. It's not super critical. But if you can choose brown rice. It just has more nutrients than white rice. Fat. If you're cooking with oil, definitely don't want to use lard. I don't know anyone that does, but I don't know, maybe you're that one guy who's like, shit, I've been using lard this whole time. Don't use lard. Most of these oils are pretty healthy. They have good fatty acids in them that won't get you fat unless you eat a lot of it. Olive oil is good, and canola oil is good. Nuts are really good. The more polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats you eat, the better. But again, if you overdo that, you will still gain weight. Everything you want to eat should be healthy. But even if you eat too much of it, you can still gain body fat because you're just overeating, even if it's healthy. A good example are sumo wrestlers. All those motherfuckers eat is like rice and fish all day, every day, and they're fat as fuck. That's just because they eat a shit ton of it. I mean, it's rice and fish, it's fucking healthy as shit. But if you eat too much, you're just gonna get fat anyway. So definitely don't overeat. You should only eat, honestly, like when you're hungry. There's nutrition has always been like this crazy thing where, like, oh, I heard this, so bleh, it must be true. My friend told me this. Shit like that. There's so much of that, and it's so weird that when I hear these things, it's like, what the fuck? What how? Where? Like, good example is don't eat carbs after 8 p.m. What the fuck? Why the fuck not? What is 8? Why is 8 p.m. a fucking magical fucking number where the God and the stars and and the cosmos are like, whoa, if humans eat carbs after this certain construct of time, which is a human-made thing, they're gonna gain weight. Makes no sense. You think I'm going off on such a tangent? You think if like cavemen were like, ugh, it is buck, which is 8 p.m. back then, I'm gonna eat some berries, you think that dude got fat? I don't think so. I don't think he got fat because he ate carbs after a certain time. Another thing I've heard is your body can only absorb so much. I think it was like 80 grams of protein per meal. That makes no sense either, because you're eating it and it goes in your stomach. You're still absorbing it because you fucking ate it. There's no limit on like, oh no, that's it. He ate 80 grams. That's it. The rest shit it out. No. None of that. Anything you hear that's like, that's kind of weird, is probably not true. So don't even pay attention to that. So what exactly should you eat per meal? Depending on your body weight, you want to eat, and some shit's gonna magically pop up here. You want to eat like 4 to 6 ounces of protein from the sources that I listed. About, remember I said at least a gram per pound of body weight. This is assuming you're eating at least 5 to 6 meals a day. If you're not, increase that portion size. I would say double it, since 4 to 6 over 5-6 meals would be about your range of protein. If you're only eating 3 meals a day, then double that number. For carbohydrates, you want to eat about 1 to 2 grams per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 150, you want to eat 150 to 300 grams of carbohydrates. And that shit pops up here, right? From those sources that I told you, complex carbohydrates are the best. If you can't fucking do it, just eat something else. Or just, if it's a simple carbohydrate, don't sweat it, as long as you meet your quota for carbohydrates. And fat, which goes here, you want to eat at least like 10 to 15 grams per meal. And that should be like a good, this right here should be a good range of what you should eat per meal, just to give you a good idea. This isn't like, this is assuming, all this is assuming you're eating 4 or 5 to 6 meals per day. If you're not eating that much, then you need to increase these portions based off of the amount of meals that you're eating. So those are some basics about nutrition. Nutrition's such an insanely huge topic that I'll have to do a bunch more videos about it, because it's just one of those things. Like I can tell you how to lift, like, hey, here's a bicep curl. Cool. Nutrition's like, hey, you should eat this, but maybe not like that, but you should eat this. So I'll have more videos in the future. Remember to buy shit, and I'll see you later. I'll do more videos probably.